that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go. For it, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0.
Brady now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Sugar.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gain on the play. And a Panther first down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
Bridgewater's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Coming to you. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
At the 24-yard line.
This is Fournette. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Brady's pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Right there.
Hey, Alabama.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady going deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check right 54. I'm coming for you, son.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brady. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. Going up top for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd down.
Bridgewater from his end zone on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
The tackle.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers.